Hey everybody, welcome to
Praise
our
the Lord.
Sunday. Hope you guys are doing well.
Welcome.
Of course, Bishop David G. Evans, Pastor Dick, how y'all doing?
Good, great Sunday morning to you.
Those of you that are watching today on Friday are in our Connections group, of course, Bishop.
Yeah,
They get special privileges.
absolutely.
Join our Connections group. If you want to do it, email connections@gotobethany.com. Again, connections@gotobethany.com. That's our online church.
Yes, especially those of you who are locked out from us geographically, but you desire a deeper, more engaged connection. Become a part of our internet congregation. That church is called Connections. Of course, it is our internet church connected to our main ministry, Bethany, the Transformation Church. But we want to find a way specifically for you to get engaged. Those of you that are living in California or the Carolinas or Texas or Africa or London, and you say, you know what, I want to be a part of this ministry. Connections Church is our internet congregation. We have it separated out so we can take specific care of you, because those members who have those long distance needs are different than those that are local or regional. So we want to make sure that we're able to pay the attention. I was blessed already. I've had to counsel some people from Connections who had death in their family and some other difficulties with college and their children, and I've had to counsel several people from the Connections Church. So it's a place for those of you who, unless you can get an airplane, train, would not be able to come and physically be with us, but you want to have a deeper connection. Connections is for you.
Yeah.
So just write us at
Connections@gotobethany.
Connections@gotobethany. Let us know you want to be a part, and we'll make sure we get some information out to you and start the dialogue. The first thing we're going to do is disciple you. Got some weeks of discipleship training and then some other great ministries for you to be a part of.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
So, get ready for Power God 2.
Oh, yeah.
June 9th through the 14th.
Starts next week.
Yeah.
Today's like the 4th or the 5th.
Yeah. No, because Sunday.
Sunday, right?
Yeah, not this Sunday, following Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
You shaking your head, no. It's the 9th through the 14th. Yeah, isn't it?
Is that when it is?
That's the 9th through the 14th, right?
5? No, that can't be.
Oh, the 14th, okay.
14th is when it starts.
14th, sorry. 14th
Okay.
through the 20th. To the
Yeah,
19th.
14th is when it starts.
The 19th,
Power
yeah.
God starts on the 14th of
14th through the
June.
19th.
Sunday through Friday.
Yeah. You could have jumped in and said something. You can just shake your head over there. You have this out here looking crazy. 14th through the 19th.
I can't see Maya shaking her head.
Right. The 14th through the 19th. We got some best of services.
Oh, yeah.
And some interviews that Bishop is doing with some national preachers
Oh, yeah.
that week.
You're going to enjoy them.
Yeah, we're trying to work on the pandemic, pandemonium.
Yeah, that panel.
Panel that week also, trying to work on a book writing session for you guys. We're excited about that. We know y'all gonna miss POG, but we're gonna put something out there as we do it virtually. So, Bishop, you taught today about one of my favorite callings in Scripture, which is Gideon.
Really?
I love Gideon's call.
Do you?
It amazes me. I guess we'll just jump right into it. I was going to try to take it one way. We'll go around the other way. It amazes me how usually the most gifted people are the ones that are so scared to step out. And I'm not saying this in a negative way, but the ones that aren't as gifted are usually the first ones to self-promote.
Absolutely.
And Gideon's story just amazes me how he's threshing wheat in the wine press. He's obviously got a talent, but he's hiding it because of his circumstances.
Absolutely.
So talk to us about that before we get into his family, and because he's out every time the angel's talking to him, he always finds a reason why he can't.
But it kind of, Gideon always reminded me of Moses.
Okay.
Moses and Gideon because they had a belief system already operating that would disqualify them from God using them had they not had an overwhelming counter command coming directly from God.
Right.
The way he describes himself, it's clear that he is not aware of the extent of the use God is going to get from his life.
Right.
And I believe Moses was the same way.
Yeah.
You know, Moses he answers God with his internal objections, just like Gideon answers him with his internal objections.
Yeah.
The difference between Gideon and Moses and Solomon is that Solomon, the tone of his disqualification is different than these two.
Okay.
Solomon is worried about two things. Am I old enough? How will I do it? Gideon, they seem to have an image issue.
Okay.
And that image issue is legitimate based upon their background. Solomon, on the other hand, does not have a quote-unquote image issue other than the controversy of his father, which he's not responsible for.
Right.
But both Moses and I'm implying and Gideon seem to have some issues that have been generated out of family, out of actions on their part. I'm amazed at how God chooses us.
Yeah.
And how most times in my lifetime, if a person is too enthusiastic about walking this walk, I'm suspect whether God called them in the first place.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Because every major biblical character, the call initiated some response of, I can't do this, I don't want to do it.
Discomfort.
If even Jesus got to the time to go to the cross, said, I don't want to do this. He wasn't excited about the cross in the garden.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And because to me, God should have picked somebody else.
Okay.
I'm talking about me personally now.
Absolutely.
And usually most people who are called have that same thought, like, why would you pick me?
Truly called.
Truly called, yes. Because you got these people over here that can probably do it better than I can.
I think even if you've been to college and you've been in church, an authentic call makes you feel unqualified.
Yep.
Not qualified.
Yeah.
I believe. All your education, all your smarts seem to not be what God could use.
Yeah.
And I think that's the miracle of the call.
Right. Absolutely.
So I'm always wary of people that are just so anxious to be called and I'm ready to do God's will. Either you don't understand what it's going to cost you.
Yes.
You haven't fully contemplated the cost and the price of this walk, or you're just oblivious to the responsibilities of it.
Absolutely.
It's not something you pick up lightly.
Yeah, yeah. And I think we fantasize, we say yes to the notoriety, yes to this, yes to that. But then sometimes you go through seasons, and I'm sure you have too, where it's like, you know what, this don't feel like it's worth it.
Nah.
It's like...
It's the glamour, it's the spotlight of this thing, and we talked about it years ago. It's the Rachel nature of this thing that gets most of us to say yes.
Yes.
That Leah part, we don't want any part of that.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Want the glory, but not the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you got to redo that again.
Yeah.
Soon. We'll work on that. But so Gideon, the angel comes to him, and it's interesting how God comes to people in their own unique way. Moses, it was a burning bush. Samson's parents, it was an angel certain way. The apostles one way. God